welcome you all with my love and respects. First few things. The whole session, this 2 days session, will be giving you straight away the experience of meditation, experience of your inner space. As a byproduct of that meditation experience, you may have the physical, mental healing, above all the inner healing, spiritual growth. But the direct aim of this program is to give you the experience of meditation, thoughtless space or no mind zone, eternal consciousness, whatever you may call it. This program directly aims at the experience of meditation. The ASP I am aiming at physical healing, the NSP I aim at mental healing. In the Dhyana Spurana, that's the name of this program, I am directly aiming at the experience of meditation. Just few things. These 2 days completely be relaxed. Only one thing is sure. You are going to be here for 2 days. Don't have any other thought, don't have any other expectation, don't have anything else in your mind. The moment you start acquiring something else in your mind, you will create tension, you will be stressed. Do not expect, of course, you are fortunate batch, the first Dhyana Spurana batch, so you don't know what is in store, what is Dhyana Spurana. To tell you the secret, not only you, I also don't know. But that is secret. We can't tell that. Anyhow, all I know is only one thing. You will have experience, because I know the power of the presence of a master, of an enlightened being. So I know what will happen in you, but I don't know how it is going to happen. That will take its own shape. So we don't have to bother about that. It will take its own shape. Just be relaxed these 2 days. And only one thing is certain, you will be here for next 2 days. Just go through in a very simple way. Don't take things too seriously. Of course, when you take things too seriously, you create more and more complications. And one more thing, the moment you become serious, the very stress doesn't allow the energy to work on you. The very stress stops the spiritual experience happening in you. These are the usual few things I give as introduction. Try to be completely the present moment so that you will not sleep, you will not miss. Next thing, try to take the maximum possible help from the Master's presence. Try to have the maximum help. Small story. Father was telling young boy to move a big stone. The boy tried his best. He was not able to move. He was just standing, completely tired. Father says, no, you have not used all your potentiality. Use all your potential power. Son is completely tired. He shouts at the father, what are you talking? What are you saying? You are saying I have not used my all my potential power. You say I have not used all my potentiality. I am tired, don't you see? Are you not seeing? Father says, you could have asked me. I am also your power. You forgot, you missed an important thing. You could have asked my help. That is also potential help. That is also potential power. You have an important potentiality. You could have asked me, I would have helped you. Please understand, you could have asked me. You can ask me. You can take the master's help. You have never done that. You have never considered. Master is also your potential. You have never taken the master's help. You always think you can do it. You can do it. How the boy is standing, same way you are standing, thinking you can do it. You don't think the master is also your potential power. So much of help is available. You can have so much, but you never ask or you never take it. Somehow with the Western mind, taking help from somebody means it's something like you are degrading yourself. But according to me, it's a potential power. When it is available, try to use it maximum. So let you use the master's presence. Let you use the power as much as possible. We'll enter into the subject. The whole program is based on the one truth that you are unclutched. By the very nature, by your very nature, you are independent, illogical, unconnected, unclutched thoughts. Let it be very clear. By your very nature, you are independent, illogical, unclutched thoughts. I'll try to explain how your mind is just like the fish tank bubbles. In the fish tank, if you see the water bubbles, constantly water bubbles will be rising. Let me make a small diagram and show you. Whenever I draw any picture, I write a name also so that people will understand. Water tank. Just understand it is a water tank, fish tank. You will see the water bubbles. Because it is constantly flowing, you think it is a continuity. But it is not continuous flow. Every bubble is an individual. Every bit is an individual, unconnected. But when you see this going in such a high speed, you start thinking it is completely connected, or you think it is a continuous process. It is happening continuously. Same way in your mind, continuously thoughts are flowing. Because of its continuity, you think it's a continuous process. Otherwise, every inch is separate, independent, individual thoughts. I want you to understand one thing. You can neither control nor concentrate or develop these thoughts. You can't do anything about it. Then you may ask, then why did you call for this program, Swamiji? Then why this program at all? Just to tell you that you can't do anything, I called you all. Let it be very clear. Just to make it very clear, you are putting too much of effort in the wrong direction. You are putting too much of effort in the wrong direction. You are trying too much in the wrong direction. Just to make you aware, you are trying in a wrong direction. I called you all. One thing can be done. The moment you understand you are unclutched, you are unconnected, the influence on your being, the influence of thoughts on your being will drastically reduce, practically disappear. You will not be influenced by your thoughts. You will not be influenced by your thinking. You can completely liberate yourself, all the suffering which you are creating for yourself. Let it be very clear. All the suffering, capital letter ALL, all sufferings you create for yourself. You don't have to believe me, but that is truth. Whether you believe or not, that's the truth. All sufferings which you create for yourself, you can liberate yourself from yourself. Whatever way you are torturing yourself, you find all technical ways to torture yourself. Really, you find a lot of technical ways to torture yourself. Directly, if you can't, the moment your mind masters something, some technology created by yourself to torture yourself, again you develop your technology, you update yourself and come up with something new to torture yourself. Constantly you are torturing yourself. These ideas with which constantly you are torturing yourself, you can liberate yourself. I want all of you to understand very clearly, first, at least intellectually, that you are unclutched. We'll go into a small experience or small exercise to understand what I mean by the word you are unclutched. Please have the notebook. Just for next 10 minutes, write whatever comes in your mind without editing. Please be very clear. It is not for showing to anybody, it is just for you. You are just going to see what is happening in you. Do not edit, do not suppress, do not postpone, don't think how can I write. Just write whatever comes in your mind in the same language. If you are thinking half in English and half in Telugu, write in the same way. If you are thinking half in Tamil and half in English, write in the same way. Whatever way you are thinking, the same way just pen down. Till I say stop, just continue. If nothing comes, just wait. Let's look into our mind. Actually, what is going on? Let it be very clear. First time you are looking into your mind. Don't try to finish a sentence. Don't try to be logical. Don't look into the neighbor's book. Just look into your mind and write. Let's understand the truth experientially. Don't give gap. If you give gap, you will start editing, suppressing unconsciously. I want you to know completely what is going on inside. Whatever way it is happening, write, pen down. Do not meditate or do not purposely think. Just let it go on. Write even the conflicts. One thought trying to come up and you trying to suppress or play with it or torture, all those things. Write as it happens. If somebody sees as a witness an objective report, how you will give? Write in the same way. If you are a journalist, it will be easy for you. Now when I said something, immediately some thoughts would have happened. Start writing at least that. Either for or resisting, some thoughts would have happened. And it never stops with one link. Whatever comes, whether it is logical, illogical, connected or unconnected. Just go on penning, go on writing. Only thing, suddenly you may get frightened that what is going on. And you may try to be logical and stop thinking unconsciously. That's only possibility. You may stop suppressing. You may suppress what is going on inside. Do not suppress. Just open the Pandora box. Let you be relaxed. And let it happen. I am giving you the glimpse of mental state when you are not aware. When you are, of course, 99% of the time you are not aware. That is the truth. You don't have to read, just write. Later on you will read. Don't try to reread or edit. Where will you have time for editing? Just write whatever is going on inside. Don't miss even a single word which is going on inside. Write every word. If it is getting repeated, whatever is getting repeated, it's okay. Just pen down as it is. If a computer is connected to your inner chattering and if it types, recently there are this Dragon softwares which transcribes whatever you speak. If that software is connected, what job it will do the same job. Somehow we can hook Dragon software to your inner chattering. What job that software do? Just do the same job. Only that will give you the glimpse of the truth which I am going to express. Unless you experience, it won't become your unconscious memory. It will be only conscious memory. If you think you have finished writing, write that thought also. I think I have finished writing. Pen down that thought also, don't leave that. You can never finish writing, it will be going on. Otherwise at least it will be getting repeated. I am not going to leave you till you are bored and tired of thinking. Actually, if you are made to write, you will stop thinking. Just out of that laziness to write. At least in that way, I will stop your mind. Just few more minutes. Finish writing. Only few more minutes. This is the important session, so don't miss. Finish writing, because based on this only we are going to work for next 2 days. Yes, over. You can relax. Put the notebooks down. Yes. You have any question? You can put the notebooks down. Now you have the specimen of your mind. Not exactly the mind itself, but the specimen of the mind. Maybe 5 minute specimen. You might have written half an hour, but you have only 5 minute specimen. Because to settle down itself will take 20 minutes for you. Suppressing. You play a big game of suppressing and making it as logical. Whenever a thought comes, you don't allow it to flow freely. You suppress and connect it logically. Or you try to create a logical statement. You do not let things flow as it is. to relax from that effort or a constant stress which you are going through, that itself will take 20 minutes. So anyhow, now you have at least 5-10 minutes of specimen of your mind, how it is or what it is. Let it be very clear whether your fear or greed or guilt, whatever you think as your mind, whatever you think as your problem, it is nothing but connected thoughts. The mind as such is complete unconnected, disorganized, independent thoughts. It's a bunch of thoughts. You try to pick up whatever thoughts you want and create a chain or create a shaft